You go first.
Okay.
No, I'm Alex. I played Leo in the fall play.
And I'm Joe Paski. I played Jack in the fall play. It took a lot of effort. It took a lot of work. We were there for how many hours a day? Like 5, 6?
Yeah, definitely. We pretty much start when school ended and then go to whenever we're finished. It took a ton of work.
Yeah.
Huge commitment, but a very fulfilling experience, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Till, we had 12-hour rehearsals sometimes. They would last from 8 to 8. No, wait, 8 to 10:30?
8 to 10:30 was a rough
8 to
one.
10:30, 14 and a half hours rehearsal. Well, it was sort of weird, I guess you could say. I mean, it was the first time I'd ever worn a dress. That wasn't really... No, second time, I'm sorry.
Really?
I was in Shrek, and I played a big red wolf, and
yes.
I had to... There's a part, shed the house coat, and then the house coat comes off, and then there's this red dress underneath. Anyway, the Titania dress was a million times worse than that, because it was A, made of lace, B, an old woman needed to climb on top of me while I was wearing it, C, it had little beads all the way down it, and I think they're all gone now. I don't think a single one of them stayed on.
No, I found them all over the place.
Yeah, they were
not as bad as my purple dress, though.
Your purple dress, that was...
I looked great in it, but it weighed 1,000 pounds.
Not by the end of it.
No, by the end of it, I was like,
Yeah.
it's down to like 300. Heavy.
Well, we're still on costuming, that green dress. I looked fantastic in that.
You
That
looked
was...
passable.
What do you mean passable?
I mean, like, you were good, but if I had worn that dress,
Your legs would have stood out too much. I have skinnier legs than you.
darn right you do.
I know, that's the benefit. I'm not like Turk skinny.
Oh,
I'm like
Turk skinny.
Turk skinny.
Love you,
Turk's
Turk.
leg. I definitely look pretty good in a dress. But while we're on the topic of costuming, the tuxedos we had to wear while running around.
Had to wear?
Had to wear.
Got to wear. I loved that tux.
You got to do the final whole running around backwards thing in the dress, and it was
You
nice.
say got to?
Yeah.
You gotta get these got tos and had tos right. I
Why?
got to wear a tux. I had to run around in a dress.
It's easier than a tux.
No.
The tux shoes were slippery, and you can't slip me out of them. And then, okay, quick changing into the tux was the worst part.
Oh, that was
I
awful.
had, okay, there is one part where I'm going into, we've just revealed to the girls that we're women accidentally, and then we're going back into the kitchen to change for some reason because our clothes are in the kitchen. And
you
I
had
have about
tiny.
I had 15 to 30 seconds to change out of a dress, bra off, into a tux.
You took the bra
and I did
off?
it every time. Every time
I had
took
the bra on the entire show. It
The bra on
worked
the
so
entire
much
show?
better. Yeah, even when I went out to meet people at the end under my tux, there's a bra.
Okay, we had stuffing for the bras that Mackenzie Michalako made.
Too big.
It was okay.
Too big.
They were made of paper towels and tape, color coded based on us, which was nice.
Yeah.
We got to keep the same boobs each night because one used red tape, one used the white tape.
That's true. That was good.
But they were sort of thrown together one day, and we just kept them the entire show.
I thought they were gonna like disappear and then we'd get better ones, but we never did.
No, I thought I'd get grapefruits at some point.
It would have been funny.
It would have been fun.
Also, you didn't die in slow motion.
Okay, I didn't die in slow motion because it didn't suit it.
It
It's
would've
so difficult to die in slow motion.
No, it's not. You just go like, and then you're dead.
You ever tried to fall in slow motion?
I did it. You watched me do it in the dressing room. You did.
You had a chair to prop yourself up on. I didn't have a chair. I had a castle, and the castle was nowhere near me.
There's a little castle.
That was
too.
such a small castle.
Like you were hiding back there. I was doing my Shakespeare. I'm like, oh, there's Joe.
There he is behind that colorful castle.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay, painting. Up there was a lot of paint involved. The painters were there till like the week before.
Yeah, they were wonderful though. Fantastic people. Just the best sorts of guys.
Gosh. But the castle, we actually had a minor freak out because the castle, someone took it home.
Yeah,
And
neglected to tell anyone.
We didn't. No one told anyone.
And
So
then he showed up, and I was like, "Hey, there's the castle."
there's the castle. There was cheering. There was involvement. There was food. There just happened to be food that day. Tristan
Was
bought
there?
us bagels.
Was that a bagel day?
No, they had been bagels. It was definitely a Saturday because I remember it was early in the morning.
Correct. And then the painter brought it later.
Props to Trisdo for buying us bagels.
Yes,
So that's-
definitely. Good for him. They were delicious.
The cast was absolutely amazing working with some of these people. Livy Gill has a full career and she's coming in our play.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Remarkable.
She's so small.
The only two people I didn't like were Leah Lucas and Casey Quinn because they had to fall on my pelvic bone. And that's never a good thing.
No.
That is an unpleasant thing.
Repeatedly. They fell repeatedly. And then Jared's on top of them.
And Jared's on top of them. Jared is...
Jared
watching
is-
Jared in tights.
Jared is a wonderful person.
Oh my gosh.
He's a great guy.
can't imagine the show without him. It was.
I liked his beard.
That wasn't even originally his role. Originally, Ramo played Butch, which we didn't understand too much. Jared really fulfilled it.
He did. Fantastic job.
Yeah.
And then of course there's Turk.
Yeah. Turk.
One of my best friends.
He's skinny.
He's a skinny, funny guy.
Yeah. He's hilarious.
The set was great.
The set was absolutely magnificent.
Ridiculous.
Zembli got that up and down in a day.
I felt a little bad because I don't think we were as good as that set was.
No, that set was designed months in advance. We originally had a moose head that cost $125 a day and had to be cut.
What had to be cut?
Okay, hold on. One time I dropped a moose head. It's not as bad as
Stop. It was this wonderful ceramic moose. He dropped it. It shattered. And then after that, we ran literally like the best run through of our lives because all we kept doing was making moose references.
Okay. Let me explain it as I saw it. Okay, we go on for the initial scene. It's the Shakespeare scene. And I walk up, and at one point I need to move the podium from point A to point B.
He's lying.
And as I'm moving the podium, I decide, hey, it will be funny if I drop the gavel and then go to pick it up. So I purposefully knocked the gavel, and I guess in letting go of the podium, I applied too much force. And so I went to pick up the gavel, and I hear, in slow motion, Joe!
That thing was just like,
on its face, 3 inches from the orchestra pit. It was,
everywhere.
All we hear is, and I look over, the moose is just completely, it's gone. The ceramic has been flattened.
It's in pieces.
And crushed into a nice pulp. I still have the horn.
You do?
It's in my bedroom, one of the horns.
That's weird. But no, everyone in the audience is screaming, you killed the moose, you killed the moose. Turk's dying in the front row.
Dead.
And then we just made moose references.
God. We just made moose references for this. That wasn't even a show, though. Why couldn't that have been a show?
It would have been so much better. I was going to break the
gosh.
moose in the last show, and I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I was going to. I would have done it if you died in slow motion. You didn't.
I'm glad you didn't, because I like that moose alive.
No.
The train, though, had to be one of the most magnificent parts. He asked for, like, 4 rows.
It became just like a train. It was a legit train.
It was spectacular. Roller skating on it, I have to imagine, was
Yeah, I feel so bad for
Oh my
for
gosh. I feel so bad for
Grace.
you.
Oh my goodness.
It was. Don't ever try to roller skate on a train, first of all. Yeah, so it's been really great being on here. Come get the DVD of Leading Ladies when it comes out. I think we're making them available for purchase.
Definitely, we totally are. You should buy one. Show is fantastic, and I'm so glad I was part of it this year.
I'm Joe Paski.
Alex Venezia.
See you later.
Bye.